Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Looks like it's continuing to bleed a little bit still. I mean, not necessarily what we want to see. Hoping for a little bit of a rebound, right? Hoping to get back towards that 7, but instead, I think I've seen it at 6.2 or something. I mean, I don't know. People got really exuberant about cryptocurrency, and now we're going to pay the price for it. It seems like the longer that this continues along, not only are the weakest hands getting shaken out, but the fact that people are having to get down to their fundamental reasons. People aren't necessarily seeing this as a cash cow in any way. I mean, maybe that's part of it. A lot of people are still thinking that there's get-rich-quick schemes to be found here in cryptocurrency. And, one of the things behind sound money is that sound money is sound money because you got to work to earn it. There's not something for nothing. If there was something for nothing, I think you might be talking about the American dollar bill. All right. So besides all of this morning, you know what else we got going on? Samantha's hanging out over in the chat over there.
Good morning, everyone.
So what are you thinking this morning, Samantha? How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Got to go, work for the man here in a couple hours, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. All I deal with is U.S. American dollars and bank cards.
Right. You were saying something earlier about that as a reward for work, they're going to let you guys start wearing jeans.
Yes.
Yes. So you get some of your freedom back as a privilege at work.
Yes, I mean, you still have to wear black tops and things like that, but yes. Yeah.
It's a nice way to compensate the employees when pretty much the only thing that matters in this world is money and family, right? All right, Samantha, would you mind pulling up one of those wonderful screen shares so we can go ahead and take a look at this coin market cap together, see what's going on in these cryptocurrency market, see how we're doing with that market cap at $200 billion, see what's happening with this BTC dominance. Oh, the chat's in the way.
Oh, hi there.
All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? Thank you for refreshing that, Samantha. 1,926 coins, definitely on its way to that 2K mark. Let's see, we got $196 billion for our market cap, so that's definitely showing some retracement backwards, breaking through, support levels here. Not an amazing sign for the cryptocurrency markets. Not that I'm telling anyone to go out and sell or do anything like that. I'm not here for financial advice. I'm just saying that this is, pretty low. We got BTC coming in at 55.7%. Anything that gets the BTC dominance up, I think, is a good thing because that's how we're going to know when some of the silliness has ended. If you really stop and take the time to ask yourself some of the hard questions, the answer pretty much is, why can't it be done on Bitcoin? Why is this actually better than Bitcoin? Are these coins I'm talking about more decentralized? Am I just kidding myself pretty much? All right, so we got Bitcoin coming in at $6,325. It's down like $100 on yesterday. Not too big of a deal. And that's down 1.27%. Let me see. We got Ethereum. Ooh, slipping below that $200 mark at $197. That's down 2.76%. And we got XRapid coming in at 27.5 cents. That's down 3.5%. Bitcoin Cash slipping even more under the $500 mark at $480. That's down 1.1%. We got EOS making some gains, up a little over 0.5% there at $505. It seems like they're liking that $5 range.
Yeah. It's been like that for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it dropped below and then it bounced back up and it's been hanging out in there. I don't know. I guess $5 for an EOS don't sound too bad right about now, considering how bad the markets have been. Let's see. What do we got? We got Stellars at 19 cents. That's down 3%. And we got Litecoin at $54.35. That's down 1.6%. Oh, we got Cardano at 7 cents, 7.5 cents. That's down 5%. I mean, as you can see here, we got the cryptocurrency splitting in a few different directions, some gaining, some losing. I mean, I guess that's how you tell, which coins have real value. I mean, Monero and Dash have been here for a while. IOTA has been starting to get some traction. Oh, Dogecoin's up 8%. Look at that, Sammy. I know that one would make you smile this morning. Every little bit you can get on a Monday morning is good. 78 cents. That's down 0.75%.
Oh, Steve. Man.
Yeah, I think Steam's had its day. I mean, everybody keeps talking about BitTube as, you know,
Steve.
bad.
Dollar.
Samantha said that she likes that. 26 cents, or not
26 cents.
soon. 96 cents. That's down, or that's up 0.25% right there. I mean, it's slowly getting green, I guess. I don't know. We're heading back towards that dollar mark. All right. So let's see. What else do we got here? EDC fund. All right, you guys. I keep plugging it. I keep trying to dollar cost average you guys into paying our way there so that we can go out and do, I guess, what I'm calling crypto offsets, kind of like carbon offsets. We'll go out there. We'll do the legwork. We'll be spreading the word of Bitcoin. I mean, maybe some of these other cryptocurrencies if somebody wants to get into a real conversation. But as you guys can see over on Twitter, I posted a flyer with QR codes on it. It's going to be pretty much tools to get them started with Bitcoin. I mean, we're only looking for $600. I don't think that's too much considering that we'll also be putting some of our own money in to make it happen. This is pretty much just going to be covering tickets, flyers, and the gas. We'll be taking care of ourselves, and we'll be paying for the motel room.
Yep.
But Samantha's really excited for it.
There's so many ears they could wear.
All right, let's see if we can go ahead and stop this screen share. And let's pop the chat out here for Samantha so that we can see if we got anybody out here. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
At the moment, we have Mark, Idaho, who says, "What's up, Eugene?"
Hey, buddy. You might be the only one out here with us today.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for coming out. I do appreciate it. So, what do we got going on out here in the cryptocurrency world? I mean, it's a Monday. It definitely has that Monday kind of feeling. I mean, a little bit of red in the market to get the depression of the Monday going, knowing that the work week's starting off just to kick you a little bit when you're down, it seems like. We're also getting news that the SEC is out here. I mean, we talked about this one, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, that there was going to be this electronically traded note that was coming out of, where was it?
It was on Sweden's like whatever thing.
NASDAQ.
Yeah.
So it was but it was in another
forever.
country.
Like since like 2015, I think is what they said or something.
Well, they had put it into U.S. dollars, luring U.S. customers over there, and pretty much the SEC yesterday at like around 5 o'clock, I think it was on Twitter.
5:30.
Said that they're going to suspend the trading on this until the 20th. I think at 11 o'clock at night or something, or was it 11 in the afternoon?
No, it was like I think it was like close to midnight on the 20th.
Thinking that people don't necessarily understand what's going on or what they're going to be really trading, based on the fact that this is on the heels of, you know, the ETF denial, pretty much people wanting the ETF and the over exuberance that's being expressed for the ETFs that have been getting constantly denied by the SEC. You know, this ETN is not quite the same thing. It's a no. There is no Bitcoin behind it. There is the possibility that if for some reason the price of Bitcoin skyrocketed, that these people may not be able to cover the end of the note. So, I mean, I don't know. I think this is probably a good idea that the SEC went and did this. Next thing you know, there'd be some market manipulation happening and the price of Bitcoin would shoot up and these people wouldn't be able to cover it. And then it'd be another one of those Bitcoin is a scam, you know, FUD pieces that's going to be pumped out there in the media and propagated over and over again until the real truth of what actually happened of the manipulation of the market is lost and forgotten. And it's just this whole, you know, Bitcoin's out here to rip you off and steal your money in a pyramid scam that you keep hearing over and over and over and over again when you know, fight the naysayers.
Yeah, I think it was the Modern Investor, but he was talking about the Wolf of Wall Street dude, the horrible movie that they got made with him, and I don't remember the dude's name, but that he was, you know, proclaiming that Bitcoin was a scam, and that he knows it's a scam because he's a scam artist, and that, you know, this is like the perfect scam, and that he's, you know, unhappy that he didn't come up with this, but that it is for sure a scam. And it was just like, are you kidding me? Like, dude did like years in prison for what he did, and he comes out and goes with, yep, Oh yeah, it's the most ingenious scam ever, but it's a scam.
Hey, it looks like we got somebody else in the chat.
Marcelo says morning from
Good morning,
Argentina.
Marcelo. Nice for joining us. Awesome. I'm glad somebody else is out here. It makes me feel a little less crazy talking about this magical internet money as I tend to do.
There is now at least 4 people. Me, you, and them.
That's enough. It's enough. Right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What else have we got going on out here for news? Well, wouldn't you know, KuCoin, right? The Singapore-based Bitcoin exchange, they're going ahead and investing $3 million in Australia, in Bitcoin Australia. It's another exchange. They're trying to expand their reaches. They have like over 300 different coins. So, you know, on the flip side of Coinbase and Gemini that only have a few to offer here in the United States, but are pretty much the biggest ones out there. KuCoin is they're trying to reach out across, you know, the world in 50 different countries and this and that. You know, they're making a step here in Australia, spending $3 million to get in with this exchange. They said they're also looking at Canada. They're also looking at the Netherlands. So, I mean, those are definitely the next places to go. I mean, Australia is real big on cryptocurrency. I mean, the only other one I might add is Germany. Germany is real big on cryptocurrency. You see a lot of people showing a lot of interest out of there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because a lot of the, like, Sweden and Switzerland and all of those ones and Germany and stuff and some of the other ones, like, they're a lot more already like digital and like, I mean, remember when you went to Hong Kong and you already had the, like when you came back with the card and it already had the little chip thing in it?
Right. And we
and then that was like 6 years later that everybody had to get the chips on their stupid cards. But like, I mean, yes, like a lot of other places have already started using better crap.
All right, you guys, I got one more news story. So I know there's not a lot of people, but if you guys got any questions, anything you want to talk about, put them into the chat.
Early on a Monday morning.
And I guess then after this, I'll stop in. I'll check and see what you got going on. I'll answer some questions. And then I guess we'll kind of wrap this all up, even though we're only coming up on a few minutes, 10 minutes.
No,
13,
15.
15 minutes.
We're about to
that's
be
a
7.
real short episode. All right, let's see. I also got out here that was Bitcoin Cash lying? I mean, they came out, always. Well, you just pegged that one on the nail on the head there, Samantha. Their stress test, EOS is coming out and saying that their numbers aren't quite accurate. They came out with a different metrics, you know, of numbers, putting them at pretty much EOS having just as much transactions as half of the cryptocurrency networks combined, Steam having more than, you know, Bitcoin Cash. So if people were talking about how it was a publicity stunt, they were talking about how it was to show merchants and everyone else that the network could handle it. I don't know if there was any real question on whether or not the network could handle it. I mean, there has been this ongoing, the EOS community seems to be really ramping it up. They seem to be fighting out in all directions. They've been attacking Ethereum. They're attacking Bitcoin Cash now. They're really starting to try to make their claim out here in the market. But I mean, at the same time, if you're a long-term holder and you invested, I mean, you're pretty profitable. But I mean, there was $4 billion invested into that project, and it still seems like at $5 and everything that's still happening with, you know, the RAM consumption and whether or not it's being, people are hoarding RAM in order to make other developers pay more money for RAM, which they needed in order to execute their dApps. I mean, it just goes to show how childish this market is a little bit, and how you have to work together, because these cryptocurrencies can die really easily, especially when they're fresh out the gate. And that if you want them to work, you have to give a little of yourself at first in order to get it.
Sandbox, and no one wants to give up the shovel. Like, no one's playing fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Nomadic Giant is here. He says, good morning, buddy. From Mexico.
You can make it out here. Yeah, it's an early Monday morning, that's for sure. It feels like it here in the cryptocurrency space. I mean, most of us are trying to get up and get going and get off to our jobs or whatever and go make that fiat to pay the bills. And you got to remember that crypto's for saving. Just, you know, I mean, it's not even worth telling people not to sell out and not to get weekends and all that kind of stuff, because you probably already got them by now if you were going to. You know, if you've already taken these kinds of losses, like if you bought in near the highs, then you know, you've already cut the rope and taken off. But if you haven't cut the rope and taken off, you're not going to do it now. You know, it's beyond the ideal comprehension. You've held out too long. And if you bought, you know, older than that, like way back when I first got into this and it was $700, you know, then you're still profitable
by a lot. Yeah.
So
no need to be selling just for the fun of it.
I mean, that's why it's always a matter of perspective. Your first, I mean, you know, this was my first, you know, bull and bear market. So, I mean, it changed my views on things here in the cryptocurrency space.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely don't see myself feeling quite the same way if we catch another bull market and then another bear market following it, and we're talking 5 years, 10 years down the road, and I've lived through this already. Like, you know what I mean? My perspective has been changed by the events that I have gone through here in the cryptocurrency space
just
and already living it.
2 years, yeah.
So, I mean, I can see now where people that have been in the space already were saying, "Oh, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to last." And here we are on the flip side in the
like
bear
how
market.
Thomas and Adam Meister, you know, have been like there forever, and it's like, oh, you've probably watched horrible stuff. I mean, yeah, and saw it recover, saw it go. I don't know. It's just crappy sometimes. I try not to do backwards math of, you know, because that's just super depressing.
All right, you guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out here and joining me for a cup of coffee this Monday morning. As always, we're going to continue to bring you our weekly episodes at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know, here Monday through Friday. On the weekend, we're going to have our live Q&A episodes. You know, Saturday, Sunday, it always keeps moving around, whichever day seems to work out best in our schedules when we do it. That one's definitely for the people that can't make it out here for these early morning episodes because you're somewhere else in the world, or if, you know, you just can't get up this early.
Silent Lamb just showed up.
Oh, Silent Lamb, buddy, you're coming in at the end, my man. Hey, if you got any questions, throw them in the chat. I'll answer them before I go ahead and sign off here. As always, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency markets, but I'm sure you guys got your own links, tools, and lists. I mean, if you got free time, go through them, check them out, see if there's anything you got that you think I should be adding to my list down there below, and shoot it over to me in an email or over on Twitter. I've been getting hit up quite a bit on there. I think people are finding that one a little more comfortable than my email help desk. You got to follow me on the other social medias. Like I just said, Twitter's been picking up. I got 1,100 followers over there just about. I've been posting these videos on a DTube, so come on over there and upvote my posts. Of course, it's the easiest way to help fund the channel without taking any money out of your pocket if you got Steam and you're still invested into all that. As always, I got those donational addresses if you got that extra crypto, but I'd rather see you donate to the EDC fund. Trying to definitely get Samantha there. She's super excited about dressing up and playing make-believe.
Yes.
I think it'll be a great adventure to be able to get out there and talk face to face about people with cryptocurrency. I think probably these last 440 episodes or whatever, I have, you know, fine-tuned my skills enough where I could be able to give an elevator pitch and, you know, hold a conversation with somebody about getting them interested in the cryptocurrency. Because as we've seen, when you go to approach somebody, you have to kind of quickly read them and what parts of cryptocurrency will work best for them. Because cryptocurrency is a, you know, it's a big pill to swallow. So you have to take the parts from it that work best for you when you're starting to get people interested in it.
Silent Lamb says Roger Ver and Tone Vase are debating on stage now. Would love to stream, but the boat Wi-Fi is horrible.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I want to see that one.
Right? I'm sure somebody is like doing it. Yeah, I'm sure. Both of them probably are. They have people that are.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tone Vase is Tone Vase, and he's going to do what he's going to do. But I have definitely noticed that as the price of cryptocurrency goes down, he does more and more. So it seems like he's trying to continue making the same amount of money regardless of what the Bitcoin market does, especially since he's like charging in Bitcoin and everything all the time.
I know, right?
I mean, you know, we heard the rumors about how he had left World Crypto Network because he wasn't getting paid, and that's why he shot off on his own, you know, was to start getting paid. I mean, I guess, you know, if you get paid this amount per show and it drops down, I guess if you just do 6 shows a day and then complain about it in every single one.
Nomadic Giant says hopefully they do next year. Or what you were talking about before. Sorry.
All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here. It's absolutely awesome that you guys, keep coming around even though you don't need to, and having this cup of coffee and keeping the chat about cryptocurrency alive. I heard this ideal that it only takes 10% of the population to be a firm activist, I guess you'd say, about cryptocurrency, and to go out parading in the streets and bellowing the words of Bitcoin to everybody else to make enough of a stir about the situation to get everybody else, going and on board and create enough of a stir about it. And that's what we are. We are the beginning of that community. We are working now to recruit the 10% of firm believers. The price being down real low like this just goes to show that we're not here for the financial gains of the situation, that we are here for the fundamental reasons and for the freedoms that it's going to be giving everybody into the future, because Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are the people's money.
So we're like the protesters?
We are the freedom fighters, Samantha. So when people are saying that you're poor, say it's only because I'm a freedom fighter.
Right, only because they have a cause and a purpose.
I have
What's
a cause.
yours?
Yeah, we have a cause, people. All right, you guys, go out. Try to have a great Monday. I know it's rough sometimes, especially with that little bit of red in the market. It's like, oh, man, it's real tough getting going today. Have an extra cup of coffee. Put a smile on your face. Fake it till you make it, right?
Fake it till you make it.
All right. Keep your BTC safe, people.
Bye, guys.